Today I'm practicing how to draw one of my favorite characters growing up, Old Master Q. For those of you who don't know, Old Master Q is one of the longest running comic strip series in Hong Kong, and eventually it branched out to other parts of the world. And I grew up with it here in San Francisco. Old Master Q is this elder who acts like a 12-year-old. And the character is labeled as an elder with stature and wisdom, so the fact that he does stuff like play pranks on people and acts very unruly, he's the very embodiment of irony. What I love about this series is there's no genre. Old Master does whatever he wants, each bit has no relation to the next. Sometimes he's a doctor, sometimes he's a janitor, sometimes he's dating a woman he's trying to propose to. There's no set theme other than his appearance of a wise elder. So throughout the series, I've noticed mainly two different styles of how Old Master is drawn. And I'm not 100% sure of the reason. It could just be a natural evolution, as most artists of long-running series tend to do, is they gradually start drawing their own character differently as they pick up speed, as they get used to things. What's interesting about this particular series, however, is there were actually two different artists drawing the strips in the series history. Alfonso Wong was the founding original artist behind Old Master. He came up with the idea, and then later his son Joe actually took over. So I suspect that maybe that had something to do with it, as there is actually two distinct styles, and usually the bits are randomly thrown into pulp books and sold as a compilation. So if you go through one book, you'll notice Old Master kind of go back and forth between the two distinct styles. The first style is what I call Pentagon style, where Old Master's head is shaped like a pentagon. And the second style is Square style, where his head is shaped more squarish. I suspect that maybe the father, Alfonso, is the artist who draws the Pentagon style due to, well, a lot of other factors. For instance, the bits featuring the Pentagon style sometimes has an older theme or setting, like Old Master deals with ghosts or visits heaven and hell. The Square style, which I suspect is the son Joe's work, will include the older themes, but also add in newer themes like evolution, or Old Master is an astronaut who goes to space, or he deals with aliens. The biggest thing I've noticed between the two styles is the Pentagon style's artist clearly has a deeper understanding of bringing out details using less strokes. So the drawings are faster, the lines are more sure, and it shows a stronger mastery of communicating visuals. The Square style's artist quantitatively draws in more details, the lines are more carefully drawn, and that's not to say that the artist has less mastery, but it becomes harder to tell the more full the image is. I could be inaccurate with how the styles emerged, but it very well could have been Alfonso started with Pentagon style, and then he eventually evolved the character into a more square style, and then his son took over the latter style. So I don't know. Whatever the case, I prefer the Pentagon style, so I'm attempting to adopt it here. If you're an Old Master Q fan, you'll obviously notice that I'm not drawing it 100% like the two legends. My own habits and style are getting in the way, but I want to at least use the Pentagon style as a base. So this is just a start. I'll definitely be doing more studies on this character. There's obviously more going on with what makes the Pentagon style so unique, and it isn't really showing up in my version, so we'll dig more into this next time.